sisters. You guys are amazing. I just think your whole idea is so brilliant. So thank you for taking the time to listen to my story. My name's Jill Holland. I live in Fredericksburg, Texas. I'm an artist by profession. I am a wife and a mother of two. And in the last couple of years, I've started a nonprofit called Atlas and Arrow. So let me tell you a little bit about Atlas and Arrow. Atlas and Arrow is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We were founded at the end of 2016 and started working with a group in Uganda. It's a school and an orphanage, and they're our first and our primary project. The mission of Atlas and Arrow is to raise money and raise awareness for those in the greatest need around the world. We want to have a global impact, which is where we get Atlas, with a specific intention, which is where we get Arrow, of meeting life's most basic necessities: food, clothing, water, shelter. And we want that to be focused on orphans and widows. So I began working with a school in Uganda. They're an orphanage. They're one of the only free schools in Uganda. So most of the time children have to pay school fees, or families have to pay school fees in order to get their kids into schools. And most of these families can't afford that. So they end up with children at home who are uneducated, who end up being sold into the workforce, sometimes sold as child brides. The whole economic situation over there is horrible. So this school is rescuing these children who have been abandoned, orphaned, neglected, abused, imprisoned, and they're taking them in and loving them, nurturing them, and providing for their most basic needs. I was able to go to Uganda in July of 2018. Let me show you our video that we came home with from that trip, and that'll explain things a little bit better. Take a look. My name is Jill Holland. I live in Fredericksburg, Texas. I'm an artist by trade, and I have a nonprofit called Atlas and Arrow. So we're here in Uganda. We are working with an organization called My People Ministries. They've taken in 420 children from the village, 97 of which are in their full-time care. I chose to work with Pastor Grace and Mommy Rita because they had a vision of what they wanted to see happen here in Uganda, and they had a plan, and all they needed was some resources to make those things happen. As I got to know Pastor Grace, I realized that he had no outside help whatsoever. Time to get involved and see what we can do. These children struggle to get water every day. They have 3 meals a day that are cornmeal. And in order for the organization to provide those meals, they go into debt every month. Out there, they're not safe. Girls that are not in school are legally allowed to be taken as child brides, sold as child brides, and raped. Here, girls that are educated, it is against the law to rape a child. With your help, we can also provide a safe place for boys who are raised with morals and leadership, so that they can go out into the community and be models and not be the men that are raping and taking the children. This is Shao Kahn. We are saving babies like this from children's prison. In Uganda, when children end up on the street, the government actually arrests them and takes them to children's prison. When we have the funds we need, we can rescue more children from these prisons. To reach our funding goals and transform Uganda, we are asking for your help. Our long-term vision is to create 5 self-sufficient campuses, 1 in each region of Uganda, taking today's children and making them tomorrow's leaders, and eventually transforming the culture of Uganda as a whole. So that was pretty awesome, right? Those babies are so sweet and precious, and they really have my whole heart. So let me tell you a little bit about our objective in working with these kids and the plan that we want to implement to really help them. Number 1 is to rescue. We want to rescue these children who've been abandoned, orphaned, neglected, abused, and imprisoned. I'm not going to go into all the details now, but y'all, It's bad, and the things these kids have lived through are severe, and they have been rescued, and they know they've been rescued. They are happy and safe, and so that leads me into our next thing, is to protect. We want to protect these children by removing them from dangerous situations and giving them a safe and loving environment where all of their needs will be met. Number 3 is to provide. We want to provide them with food, with water, with shelter, with clothing, with education, and the love and the nurturing that they need in order to thrive. And number 4, we want to restore. We want to restore children not only by providing for their physical needs, but working with them to heal the broken places in their hearts, which is something that really has to happen in order for them to fully thrive and heal from the horrible things that they've been through. Number 5, we want to empower them. We want to empower children by providing them with the very best education possible, which we are doing in Uganda at every level from ages 3 through 19, and equip them with the skills that they need to be contributing members of society with strong morals. And finally, our 6th step is to transform. We really, truly, fully believe that we can raise up this generation of kids with leadership skills, with quality education, with healed hearts, and be able to then send them out into their communities. And I believe we're going to start to see communities change, and I believe from there we'll start to see districts change, and from there we'll start to see the whole country change. So we do believe that we can transform Uganda with this generation of kids.
Sekamu n'obunnyo buuli. and not hot. And cold.
Namwenna nga baana bange.
Thanks for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our story, whether it's just in this moment or whether it's from here on out. We appreciate you. We couldn't do it without you. So thank you.